With Jonathan Jacobs. We're just going to be asking him a few questions about his talk and the conference. Jonathan, I'm sure you're familiar with the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor report in 2012. They didn't show favorable statistics for South Africa. We lag behind in entrepreneurship compared to sub-Saharan Africa. If I just give you one statistic, it said that early stage entrepreneurial activity dropped from 9.1% in 2011 to 7.3% in 2012. So clearly something needs to be done about this. So do you think exposing youth to entrepreneurship via a conference of this nature will result in more entrepreneurial activity among our country's youth and adults?
Absolutely. I think firstly it's just the awareness for what entrepreneurship is. I think that's the first stumbling block that we need to get over. I don't know if you can remember, but definitely in my generation, our parents always told us, go get a job. They didn't say, go start a business, you know. So this is what we need to inculcate in these kids now, that it's actually okay to start your own business.
Definitely. So on that, do you think initiatives like the Young Bucks School Entrepreneurship Conference and the other initiatives that they are running are important for fostering entrepreneurial thinking and entrepreneurial activity?
Absolutely. The way you guys are running it, by bringing in real life entrepreneurs who's been through them all, you know, the kids can relate to them. Their background is no different from mine, but they maybe didn't think of the option of doing entrepreneurship. But this forum or this platform exposes them to all aspects of entrepreneurship.
So do you think, or what do you think of the fact that the Provincial Government, Department of Economic Development and Tourism, and organizations like the Cape Chamber of Commerce have come on board this initiative?
It's absolutely how it should be, creating this ecosystem that encourages not only existing businesses, but to look at the pipeline, the future businesses, and start developing that. We could easily plant business or business ideas in the youth now that nobody's servicing nowadays, yeah? But it might only be a need in 10, 15 years time, and those kids can start developing those aspects of business.
Of course, you only came in now for your talk. I said to you earlier that Charles came in this morning, and I said to you a bit about what we had yesterday and earlier today. So how has this conference inspired and equipped youth and the attendees to choose the entrepreneurial path?
I think firstly just to expose them to what entrepreneurship is, for one. That alone, just creating that awareness. You don't know what you're achieving just by doing that. That's the first aspect. The second one is around the pitfalls and ups and downs of entrepreneurship has been shared over here with the learners. So learners have a good idea of what it takes to be a businessman or woman. So hopefully those learnings start coming through and they realize that actually business is not just smooth sailing. It's going to have its ups and downs, and I as a businessman or woman need to be prepared for that. Yeah. Okay,
and my last question is, what do you think of the fact that a private individual, in this case Alex McLeod, through a private company, in this case Young Bucks, are making their business to foster entrepreneurial thinking and initiate entrepreneurial activity amongst high school learners?
I absolutely applaud him for that. It's not only because he worked for me, but in my business I have a component where I also foster entrepreneurship, but sector specific. So I'm only focused on the tourism sector. I run a program called Tourism Enterprise Partnership. I would look after about 400 businesses, existing businesses in the tourism sector. So my linkage with Young Bucks would be, once I see a business coming through and showing that they can last the distance, I grab them and I support them. Yeah? So that's the linkage with the School Entrepreneurship or Young Bucks program and what I'm doing.
Thanks so much, Jonathan. We really look forward to more from you.
Cool. Thanks.